And welcome back to the Hot Lap. Is this F1 news or rally news? I do not know. But Planet F1 is reporting something quite interesting. And an unnamed F1 driver has been testing rally cars in the utmost secrecy in what is a potential bombshell for the driver market. That is at least the astonishing analysis that F1 Supremo Peter Windsor. He's revealed that the mystery star has impressed in these rally tests and confirmed that the driver in question is not reigning world champion Max Verstappen. So, with the exception of the two Red Bull affiliated teams, Red Bull Racing Junior, VCARB, and Mercedes, just 2 seats remain unconfirmed for the 2025 season at Alpine, Audi and Sauber, where vacancies obviously exist along Pierre Gasly and Nico Hülkenberg respectively. Now, a number of F1 drivers over the years have turned to rally following the end of their Grand Prix careers, with the most famous exception of modern times coming when Kimi Raikkonen in 2010 swapped Ferrari for a World Rally Championship car. Now, Raikkonen spent 2 years in the WRC, claiming a best finish of 5th at the 2010 Rally Turkey, before, as you know, returning to Lotus F1 and making them pretty much bankrupt by being too good, believe it or not. But meanwhile, BMW Sauber and Renault star Kubica had a respectable career in rallying, winning the title in the WRC2 junior category in 2013, 6 years before mounting what was a sensational comeback with Williams, but sadly injuring himself as a result of his rally, a horrible injury, which absolutely, let's be fair, made it even more amazing, the fact that he went to Formula One. But appearing on his most recent YouTube stream, Windsor revealed that an active F1 driver has been conducting rally tests in massive secrecy, with the star impressing. He said, "I know of one Formula 1 driver who has done some rally testing, not Max Verstappen, in massive secrecy. I would never betray that secrecy by telling you who it is, but he was good and did well." The identity of the driver is unclear, though former Mercedes driver Valtteri Bottas is known to have a deep passion of rallying, and he was number 1 on my list as well. Now, he's anticipated in the Arctic Lapland Rally behind the wheel of a Ford Fiesta WRC, the same car driven by 8-time WRC champion Sebastian Ogier with M Sport back in 2017 and 2018. In January 2019, collecting a stage victory en route to what was a 5th place overall, the 34-year-old Finn remains without a confirmed deal for next year. But I can't help but feel, if you are Sauber and you're going into next year with not too many prospects, surely you'd want a Valtteri Bottas on side. Who else would there be? Windsor went on to discuss Raikkonen's stint in the WRC, claiming the 2007 champion struggled to adapt to the use of a co-driver and pace notes in the off-road series. And I think you would. Spending all that time by yourself may well be an issue, wouldn't it? Down the road, because now you've got a co-driver telling you what to do. It's like your engineer almost. That's in your ears, literally sitting next to you. And he said Vic Elford is the standout Formula One star who was brilliant in rallying. Sterling Moss too. Jim Clark, I guess, is the other one. So there are 3 very good drivers who did it back in the 60s. And in recent times, obviously Kenny went from Formula One to rallying and other stuff as well. Then went back to Formula One. He did very well in Formula One on both occasions, but he didn't do that well in rallying. But I think that was a Kimi thing, he said. He was, as he used to say in Formula One, let me get on and drive the car. But that doesn't work in rallying, Windsor said. Even if you've got amazing anticipation and feel, you're still listening to those pace notes coming through that you've specifically written with the co-driver. It's got all your code words in, he said, words that you immediately understand. In this corner, it's absolutely flat 4th gear. For example, if you've heard rallying, if the road's going to get rutted or not, you have your word, whatever it is, that sums up the feel of the road at the moment. And they're doing it kind of 3 corners ahead. And let's be fair, if you ever watch rallying, the most recent one in Finland, it is quick. He also said, I haven't spoken to Carlos Sainz much about it, but he does seem to have the Carlos Sainz senior flair for just floating the car around and doing what he does with his car control. Now, Windsor was speaking after a recent trip to Rally Finland about how much he enjoyed it. He went on... He was a passenger while Terry Neuville, I think, was doing his shakedown. The Australian is convinced that Neuville has the talent to have excelled in F1. and expressed regret that WRC legend Loeb was prevented from racing for Red Bull Junior Team V-Car, then Toro Rosso at the 2009 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I didn't even know that. So the decision to deny Loeb an F1 super license came despite the Frenchman impressing in F1 tests. Windsor said it's a great shame for Formula One it didn't adopt Sebastian Loeb, but I want to know who on earth is this person who's going to, this F1 driver, go, who is it? If I'm a betting man, I would probably say, Valtteri Bottas. However, Carlos Sainz, he's in a Williams, isn't he? Though Williams next year might not be too good. Now, there's only, I think next year there's 14 rallies. Not necessarily always on an F1 weekend. He could participate in a couple of like WRCT2 juniors. Could be Carlos Sainz, assessing that if the Williams thing goes bad, knowing that that might be his last big contract in F1 if no other team picks him up. Rally, I mean, Sainz and Rally, synonymous with each other, isn't it? So my favourite is Valtteri Bottas. My second favourite is Carlos Sainz. Don't think Hamilton would do it. Or Leclerc. Zhou, no. I mean, I think if Bottas, I mean, it would be a fairly big deal. It could be Kevin Magnussen. That's not completely out there. He doesn't have a drive for next year. But as I said, my favourite is Bottas. Anyway, if you have any idea, comment below, let me know. I would be really interested to see who this mystery person is. I really want to know now that Planet F1 and Peter Windsor himself have teased it. And we'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much.